Boosters online.
Alright. So we're just gonna head up this way. This is basically the tutorial on how to do this mission, or how to fly the dragon. Press right bumper to ascend, and then left bumper to descend. Lock onto this guy. And then we gotta do the same with these guys. So basically you're just holding left trigger to lock on, and then holding right trigger to shoot, and then you hit B to dodge. And then once we get through here, we're gonna have to chase a hell carrier or a hellcat, whatever it's called. And you just gotta shoot them down. There we go. And that's pretty much the end of it. So we have 2 more of those that we have to take out. Really kind of a pointless landing here. So we just have to make it through these doors real quick. Then we'll hop back on.
Novik, the flare is en route.
Assault engaged.
Ships are powering the force field around the main cathedral.
So this is the starting of the map right here. I'm going to use this as a reference point a lot of the times, just to give you an idea of where I'm at. So we are first going to head over to this left side. There's a guy. We can't really zoom out for some reason. There's a guy right over here we're going to take out that'll lead us to this small little camp that we can go get our first collectibles in.
Conjured a barrier when we arrived. The coordinates to the artifact are inside the city.
Okay, so you can see these Hellcats right here, or Hell Carriers. We're going to have to destroy these eventually to progress the level. But we're going to start on this guy right here. He's sitting right on top of this little pillar. And then we are going to break through this. And there's going to be a bunch of enemies. And then once we finish these guys off, there's going to be a whole other side over here to the guy we actually need to kill, which is a demonic essence. Now, he hasn't spawned yet, but he's going to spawn here in a minute. There he is. And grab this to heal full. There we go. And that's our demonic essence, our health upgrade that we're going to be able to get for that. Take out this guy. And that should be everyone. Alright, so after we get that done, he's going to fly down, but we're not going to leave quite yet. So just head over this way. We're going to jump down here. And there's going to be some gold right down here that we can grab. As you can see it on the map here. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a chest of 50 right here. Which is 55 total. And then we'll just break out. Grab any health and ammo that you need before you take off. And then we'll get out of here. Alright. Now after that, we are I'm gonna start right back in the middle again. So right here, we're gonna go up to the middle of this pit, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. So this is right where you start at. This is the first hell carrier. We're going to go straight through and go all the way down here. There's going to be some guys sitting on these pillars. We'll just take these guys out. And then we'll land. Now this whole area is pretty straightforward. We're going to run up here and we're going to take this guy out. And we are going to stand right on this. There's a button right here that we can grab. As you can see, there's a good amount of gold here as well. So we're going to stand on this. It's going to pop up right there where we can throw our shield. And that is going to make that whole thing go down. And we're going to swim down there. And there's going to be a wheel down here we can turn. And then we can throw our shield at that. And we can go in here to get our red key. Now we can launch out of here, and when we launch up, it's going to throw us into that little building, and there's some gold in there we're going to be able to grab. There's going to be 4 pieces right in that little room. So we're going to launch up there. Oh, try it again. So 4 pieces of gold right here, and then we can break both these open. That's our exits. Now we can open that, but we're going to wait to do that. There's going to be some gold down here that we can grab. Right down here, there's going to be 4 pieces, and then 5 pieces, and then 5 over here as well. So we're starting right here. We're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this just leads out to the other end where we can get our secret. And this is our weapon skin. Again, this is underneath. And then we'll come up this way. Take these guys out. And this is our other 5 pieces of gold right here. And then 5 more pieces right here. Now that we've gotten that, we can climb back up to the top. And we can go open this door, where we'll get our ruby. And there's some gold right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll grab that. Alright, and that should be everything. Then we'll head out of here. Now, after we do that, there's going to be a hell carrier around here, or a hell cat. So we're going to go right back to the beginning. And we are right in the middle here, as we were. Right here in the beginning. There's a hell carrier, or a hell cat, that flies around this whole entire facility. And once you see him fly by, right before you saw me pause, you can see him right below us. And we have to chase him down and kill him. That's one of the 2 more that we have to kill. So we're going to go follow him. Again, he's not very hard to find. Eventually he will end up flying by, or you can just go look for him. It's up to you. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to go back up to the middle here. Again, this is right in the middle, right where you start. We're going to go up and get this first hell carrier right here. It's right in the middle. You can't miss it. It's the first one you come across. You can do this one first. It doesn't matter what order you do this stuff for the most part. So, and we're going to lock on. You gotta try to focus on dodging at the last second for it to work. This one's a little bit faster. And it's gonna crash down. And we'll be able to land right down here.
Mark the engines on the hell ship.
Then we're gonna break through this. Take these guys out. Break through here. And then we're gonna jump down. And then once you jump down, you turn around. And there's gonna be some gold right here we can grab. There's gonna be a stack of 8 and 4 singles, so 12 pieces total. And then you gotta take out this guy. There we go. And then we're gonna break through this. And this will send us back out into the air. There we go. Alright. Let's start in the middle again. So starting right here in the middle, we are going to go and do this one right here to the right. Just right next to the one we just finished. It's pretty easy to spot it. I'm not sure why we can't zoom out any further, but so right here from the middle, we're going to head right up to this one. And that's gonna crash down. And we'll be able to land right here. Take these guys out, and then we're gonna jump down here. Grab this health. There's some armor right over here. Alright, so once we finish up with that, killing those guys, there's going to be 3 pieces of gold that we can grab right here. And then we're going to drop down into the hole right in front of it. Drop down here. And then take out the cultists. And then once you come up in here, there's going to be a stack of 8 plus 3 singles. So there's going to be 11 total right down in here. Make sure you grab all the health too, if you need it. And then we'll jump down into the water. And go the only direction you can go. And then we'll swim up. And then there's going to be a stack of 50 gold right here that you can grab. You don't want to miss this. And once you get out of the water, it's pretty easy to spot all this, so there's really nowhere else to go. Then we'll break open that. And then there is going to be a shrine right over here that you can go and upgrade your guns with. There we go. And then we'll head up this way. And then we're going to head up to the right. There is going to be a marker going that way. We're going to go up here. So as you can see, we've got a locked blue door right here that we're not going to be able to open yet. Our blue key card is right up there. So we are going to head this way. Take out those guys. This door leads nowhere. Take those guys out. And then before we break through that, we're going to go out here. There's going to be a couple big guys. Now, if you take out those, we're going to head up here. And we're going to run up this way and grab our blue key. And again, this is right up here on the map. Get the blue key. And then after we do that, we can jump down right here. And we can open the blue door that I just showed you previously. And there's going to be a stack of 8 gold right here that you can grab, as well as a life sigil. This area together is one secret area, so these life sigils don't really count as a secret item. But again, you do need the gold, and you do need to come through here to be able to get that secret area unlocked. So we got that. We're going to head down, then we're going to climb back up. Now we're going to break through that door right here. When we jump down, we're going to turn around. And there's going to be a full health spear right here that we can grab. This is going to be our demonic essence. Maximum shell ammo increased. And again, you do need to be grabbing these so that you can get 100% on the map. It does matter. Alright, so after we get that, that is going to be everything for this area. We're going to get out of here.
Target destroyed. Destroying all the ships will lower the barrier and open a path inside.
Alright, so after we finish that, there is going to be a waypoint going over that way, but we're going to go over here. And again, this is where we're at on the map. This is the middle. We're going over here to the left, over to this one, right over here. And we can kill this thing real quick. And then we're going to chase this helicarrier and take him out. This is our last and final one. There we go. And then we got that challenge complete. Now we're over here at the other helicarrier, right here on the left side. So we're going to take this one out. Just like you normally would. This one's gonna fall down, and we'll be able to land on it. We'll actually be able to land right here. Try to take this guy out, try to get his armor off. Those guys are a lot more aggressive, the little ones. There we go. And then we can grab our gun out of here. We get the super shotgun. This thing's pretty dope, dude. It does a lot of damage. It's pretty slow at shooting at first, but once you upgrade it more, it becomes a little bit quicker. But it does a whole lot of damage. So we're gonna head through here. There's just one shot in these guys, pretty much. Alright, so once we come through this door, we're going to go through the right here. There's a lot of collectibles in this whole area, so we don't want to miss any. So we're going through this little pathway right here. And then we're going to throw our shield at this, which will knock down this walkway, and then we can push this box across. Hop up here. Make our way down. Jump down. Take these guys out. And then we can break through this. And then coming over here, there's going to be some gold, but once we jump in there, there's going to be a stack of 8 gold. Once we jump in there, we're going to get locked in there with enemies. So grab the gold, grab any armor and health you need. There is going to be a big guy that spawns in here. There we go. Pretty easy. Alright, so before we progress forward, we're going to go right down this pathway here. There's a Codex right down at the end of this pathway. There's one of our collectibles we'll grab. And we'll head back up this way. I don't think there's anything else we need to grab in here. And we can head back through this way. There's a sphere right here we can grab. To get ourselves to full health. And then once we get right here, if you look where this is at on the map, there is a ruby right inside there that we can grab, but we have to throw our shield right up here to land on the button. And we can go right in here, grab our ruby. And then we'll come up here. We can drop down this. This just goes right down here. And then we can come in and get our life sigil. And then we can head back up. Alright, so from right here, where we're at, we are going to take a right and go out this way. And go grab the 5 pieces of gold right out here. So if you keep going that way, an enemy's going to spawn. We jump down here, grab the gold, 5 pieces, and then go through here. There's going to be a guy that jumps out. There we go. And then we'll head through here, make our way up. And then we can grab our secret toy right here. And then we can break through this. And that's going to be everything for this area. So it's all pretty straightforward. As you can see, we got the gold, we got all the secrets. And everything in this area. So now we're going to progress this way. Jump down here. Take these guys out. And then we have to break through right here to get the 50 pieces of gold. So just come up right here where these guys were, break through here, and then once you grab this, there's going to be some enemies that spawn. And again, this is right up here. We're going to head back down. Make our way down this way. Jeez. Alright, and after we kill him, this will open up. We can bust through it. There's gonna be a bunch of guys down here. And then once we jump down, we're gonna turn around. There's gonna be some armor right over here we can grab. And then we can break through this. And we can make our way out. See, as you can see, we have one more secret we need to grab. We have almost all the gold, all rubies, all demonic essences, the health and the ammo upgrades, all the secrets. So I'm going to show you where to go from here. We're going to go back to the beginning area. Alright, so starting from right here, we're going to make our way over this way. Over to the right side. This is the final area. Not the final area, but the second to the last area we need to go to. There's going to be a waypoint for you, so you can't really miss it. And we're going to take out this tentacle. And we can go through here. Take out this Hellfighter. He's going to lead us to where we need to go to. So once we get down here, there's going to be a Hell Carrier. This one's going to crash, and then we can land on it. Land right here.
Mark the engines on the hell ship.
Oh, we're stuck. And then we'll jump down. Make our way through here. Should have grabbed the armor. And then we can grab our 8 pieces of gold right here. Or I guess 9 pieces. Some of them are 8, some of them are 9. This is going to be the last of the gold. Oh, no. There's 3 more pieces. And then we'll head up this way. Sure to grab all the health and armor. And then we can grab our plasma rifle out of here. It's just like the upgraded version of the plasma rifle that we had. This thing is probably the best weapon in the game. Land down here. Once you get this thing upgraded, dude, it is very, very good. head down this way. Break through here. There's some armor right over here you can grab. And then once we jump down, our last piece of gold is going to be right here. There's going to be 4 pieces. It's actually going to be 1 extra piece that you need. Or 5. There's going to be 5 pieces total here. So as you can see, we only need 3. So it gives you 2 extra pieces. And then we can get our Codex, which is right here as well, which is the last collectible that we need. And then we can get out of here. And we'll head up through this way, and we're just going to keep following the waypoint. And then there's going to be a waypoint right over here where we can go inside this pathway right here, right in the middle. And make our way up.
Balin, move into position.
As you can see, when you start shooting enemies with this gun, it will shock the other ones next to them once you unlock that ability, I believe. And then there's going to be a big one that comes out right here. Try to get its back end as much as we can. Whoa, Jesus. The poison can kill you so fast. Make sure to be picking up health.
I'm headed to the chamber now.
There we go. And make our way up this way.
the charges.